Alright, so this is another 3-player game. Um, I don't really care for the clever action if I have to spend for it. I usually upgrade cards, so free clever action could be alright. However, I typically want clever cards, so that's not real helpful. Or as helpful as it could be, I guess. I do think the other two cards are decent. $2 off your first played animal is okay. However, the upgraded version, spending $2 additional for a point for each animal you play is pretty good. I like that a lot. However, we're on the restaurant. We're going to want to fill in the spaces around the restaurant pretty quickly. And something like a kiosk, especially early, could give us not just the money for the kiosk, but if it's placed around the restaurant, it'll be worth money as well, or worth an income. Um, so actually, I'm a little torn on this one. Uh, and in general, I like the one with tickets better than this. And there's certainly um, some decent animals. I've never gotten the hunter to work still, but um, I think I'm just going to take the animal. I think I'm going to take that for now, and just get there's a few builds I'd like. There's not a ton of animal cards that I really want to have, so we'll try this. See what comes to us right now. Oh, no. Yeah, here's the next two. Digging with cards, or what is this one? Discard for money. I don't get a lot of cards. I don't know that I want to discard these. I think this is probably a little better. I don't know. I don't like either of these cards really. I'm gonna grab this. I The digging can be nice if you've got a good card in your hand, or a bad card in your hand that you want to try to improve. Conversely, you can also use it for removal up here if something really juicy comes out. Um, I don't know. That certainly could have helped me in previous games, so I'll grab this. Well, we've got to choose the cards one. Not great, but what are you gonna do? The the new addition is this guy here. That again allows me to play an animal at basically ignoring one of the prerequisites to it, provided that it's in the 5 slot when it's blue, or when it's purple in the 3, 4, 5 slot. In order to do that, I just play one less animal. So this is kind of nice, especially if I'm stuck with an animal early on that fits the bill of one of these three things, but maybe needs a science tag to put out or something. So I think I'm going with this one. Again, I do like this one, especially the upgraded version where I can spend extra money to get extra points. That's always nice. But I think to make sure that I get my first meeple as quickly as possible, I'm going to go with this. All right, these are my card selections. I do have 3 things with the Europe tag. Certainly this one and this one, which don't require anything, would be nice. Also, they're kind of, I mean, this is cheap to put out there, but um, it requires a 4, and that's going to be a little bit too much for me to afford to get this out before the first break. Not that people won't rush the break, but these 2 cards are certainly ones I'm going to give it a go. And this will give me $2 back, so that will be helpful. because together these things cost 18 plus another 6 is 24. I'll get $2 back, so 22. So I've got $3 to play with, so that's pretty good. And I might, you know what? I can put that stuff here and then buy this all at once and still have enough money to do the two. I'll have to do the jumping before the clever, but that's fine. My cards, large animals or favorite zoo. Well, this is a large animal, and one that will give me something nice. I'm not playing this soon, but it'll give me probably species diversity is be the one I'll go for. I could probably make a case to keep this, although I don't want to release this. This is worth 5 points, and initially I'm only getting 3 of these, so that's not really a good net as far as points go. I'd like to release, if it's going to be a small one, something with 3 or fewer points to make it worthwhile. I do get a rep bump, and again, one of the options is a rep bump, but I think this will be better in the long run. So I'm going to keep these 4 cards. This doesn't do a lot for me. Certainly nothing soon. I know this won't do anything soon, but when it does come out, it's worth its 9 points plus another 5 green, generally speaking. What do we got here? Just a regular clever aquatic that's none of the tags match. No. Yeah, so I'm going to keep these 4. Let's see what comes out. All right, well, I'm going last, so I'll decide what to do by the time it gets to me. All right, I don't see anything among the 6 cards in the card row that look to be very useful. Certainly to any of these guys here. There is something with an Australia tag. However, we need an existing Australia tag as well as a science tag. So I like our plan. I'm going to put enclosures for this guy and this guy out there. That'll be my 2 blue. I'll be able to afford them provided I play this one first. So I plan on building a 2 here. That'll give me an X token that I need. I'll then build a 1 here, which is next to water. So I need 1 next to 2 different rocks. I've got that. This will be next to water. That'll be everything I need for this. And then I'll need to move one of these 2, either cards or sponsors, down to get another X. I don't need the X particularly, but I probably don't want to cause any breaks. The blue player took the Europe tag, so he's likely going for this, although we've got him beat. We're going to have 2. He won't be able to do it until after a break occurs. We can do it before a break. Now, that doesn't mean a break won't occur before us, but we're not going to trip it. So we'll be able to either do it before the break, or we'll be able to do it after a break, unless somehow he's able to shoot this guy way up pretty fast and cause a break. The red player took the orange tag. My guess is he's got an animal that requires it. So anyway, let's do our build. Again, I need a 2. I'm going to put the 2 here to get our X token. And more importantly, it's next to the 2 rocks. I kind of wanted it to be here so we could get around this, but I'll be able to buy and put this here, taking up at least 2 spots from there. I'm going to build again. Straight up buy this thing. And again, I have $16, but I can get 2 from this jumping. So I've got to drop either the sponsor or cards down. I don't see any reason to keep the sponsor at this point. There's nothing up there, so I will drop that one down and I'll grab some cards after I play these 2 or whatever, or at some point. All right, so our break is still just at 2, and we've got sponsors at 2 and 1 there. There's no threat of it breaking, so let's just grab some cards. Brings it to 4, but there's still another 8, and that's going to be a couple rounds. I have to do digging first. I don't want to dig anything. It all looks fine. So I'm going to pass on that. Let's see what I got. Nice. All right, we need to do our animals. Got to do this, what, Ibex? Ibex first. I'll play 2 animals, right? I don't think I need to do that. I certainly want this here. I only need a 3, so this is going to be too high anyway. I mean, maybe the cards. But I'm not getting enough money to play 2 animals anyway. I think it looks fine. Yeah, I'm going to pass that. All right, so we're going to be able to do the blue. What to upgrade? Either way, I don't have any money and probably won't for a little bit. I think I'm just going to upgrade the association. This is a nice go-to if we can get to it first. Well, I would kind of like to build around this, try to get a better income, so I may do the build. Yeah, let's try to do the build this time, I think. All right, so I'm going to play the protection, Quarantine Lab. Nice, because it also gives me an X token. It looks like we'll probably have a break next, so I think I want to use my other meeple here when it's only going to cost me 1x, and I can grab Australia here. And I can't buy, obviously, but I should be able to in the next generation once I get 1 more of these tags. All right, I'm going to do a build. I'm going to build down to this 5, so I can spend 10, get 5 back, have 11, and still be able to do this raccoon later on. Now, thought about using an X token and snapping side entrance, but I really kind of want side entrance and the aquatic. So instead of wasting an X token, I'll wait to see if the blue player grabs the side entrance. If he does, then I'll just take aquatic. If he doesn't, I'll make a decision then. Start this way. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we'll do the kiosk now. I'll just draw a card. Okay. And now there's no reason not to play the 2 down here. I was going to speculate with a normal 2. Now we've actually got an aquatic. We can put it down here. Touches water and rock in case we need something with a rock. Nothing to move, so we're going to pass. Alright, so the blue player chose the option to snap. They snapped the side entrance. They did it that way instead. And they chose to get a meeple from that ability there. We'll see how that works for them. I am going to snap the aquatic. Oh, I can dig if I want. No, I like all that. I don't see anything out that really needs to go. And nobody has any monkeys. No, it's okay. I pass on that. Alright, I'm going to go grab the orange partnership, make this guy a little cheaper. Also, he's going to jump it back up to 5, so I want to do something here. And I'll be able to upgrade my guy, so when I actually do the project, I will be able to donate. Alright, it is time to play the Trash Panda. Let's do it. I'm not playing 2, but I am putting him there. And this allows me to move my association all the way up. When it decides to let me. There we go. Now I can do the aquatic next turn. Alright, so I'm going to do the association, the one from my hand. I'll grab my income and use said income to buy a point. Buy a green point. I'm going to take this. I do have the favorite zoo option, and I don't like the large animals option. So I'm going to take this. I would probably take that anyway among those 3. It is useful. I'd like another card upgrade as soon as possible, and so forth. Alright, so I'm going to cause the break. I'm going to spend the X token and get it back so that I can get my meeples back, and I don't have a real, with $3 I don't have a real good move. at this point, so that's what I'm doing. And one of them is going to have to discard some cards, so we'll be back later. All right, the red player is going to beat me to the Australia, and the blue player is going to beat me to Predators, so I don't have any of these that I can do. I'm going to focus and grab this monkey, and then hopefully on the next turn snap this card. And then maybe get the building with the monkey so that I can do it on my next run through. Probably won't happen before the break, but who knows. Let's build one of these first. I can't build one of these first. What do I want? Let's put this here. And then we'll drop this here, filling in the last two spaces around the restaurant area. I do not want the card from the deck. I want this card. And no one can pilfer me, thank goodness. And that should work. Well, there's one for the double reptile. So that's another option. Again, I don't have the reptile, but there's one there. So that's actually, we're even closer to that one. So we'll see. Okay, I'm going to play my rhino. I want to get the species diversity. I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. If I snap the monkey and play it, that'll be number 5. My other option would be habitat diversity. Problem is it'll take a round to get that, so I'm going to get the species diversity. I don't have anything else that's worthwhile there. So if I'm able to snap this guy, this will work towards my monkey, and I'll be able to snap it, put it out, and then hopefully still be able to play the species diversity this before the break. Looks like we may have that happen too. There's not a lot of problems going on with the break, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to go grab the primates and my primatologist, I guess. And, oh, hold on. I don't know that I need to dig anything, so I'm going to pass that. And I'm going to snap this. All right, let's play this monkey tag and get our 5th species type. All right, so we're going to do our species diversity. I think I'm going to take the 12 and just do the extra buy and have enough money to build this thing if I can. If we don't break, we're at 11. Although, I don't think it's probable that there'll be a break. We'll see. Let's see. Let's gain a partner zoo. Let's get the one we don't have. Just in case we get something like that anyway. We don't have a real need for one, so might as well get our 5th one. Yeah, and we'll do this. I know. Discard this one. I know I don't have anything on this yet, but I feel I should be able to get to at least 9. We'll see, though. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. All right, I'm going to play an animal. I'd like to do a build and build a 4 and then something on this to grab this animal, but I have no guarantee of getting that, and I don't know what I need to build. So I'm going to get this out of the way and draw 2 cards, or maybe change that if there's a break. So, but I'm going to play this. It'll give me an income of 1 more. So, and if there is no break, I can draw 2 cards safely and not have to discard anything. Well, it turns out there wasn't a break, so I'll be able to get 2 cards and an X token. I don't know if there's anything I want to dig up there, so I'm going to pass. I don't think there's anything for the break for me anyway. All right, given the setup of my cards, I'm thinking about just doing sponsor and putting this guy out. It seems like a bit of a waste of a turn, but I don't have a sponsor anyway. It might be one that I want to put down. I don't want to do the break for cash. I would only get 4. I can get 3 for this thing anyway. And I may be putting this thing down, which will get me $6 back with the 2 tags. So we'll see. I do want to grab the monkey building on my next turn, and then maybe deal with the build then. If I don't get a decent monkey to play, I don't need one because that'll be my second tag for this card. If I don't get anything, then I'll build the large, either here or here. I can't build it there, but I would build it here, I guess, right now. The large aquatic center thing. So that's the reasoning. All right, let's see what monkey I get. Either way, it's my second tag, which is all I need to do that. Got the things I need for that. All right, that would be my third, and I would get 2 tokens, so that's not bad. Donation. Let's see. Spend 10. I'm not going to be able to build both enclosures that I need for these 2 anyway, so let's just go ahead and donate. All right, so I want to build a 4 enclosure for this. I have all it doesn't need to be by anything, so I want to put it here. So I'm going to put a kiosk over the card draw. The card that I'm looking to get is the one that's in the first spot. This is going to give me 2 rep bumps, which will help me towards the favorite zoo, but it's also going to be worth 3 points at the end of the game. I've already got all 5 of those, all 5 continents, so it's going to work for that. So it's also worth points. It will cost me an X token, but that's okay. And then we want the 4. And then we go up 1. I am going to move the cards down. I have cards. I need an X token. Well, I always need X tokens, but I'm going to use an X token so I can upgrade this and then upgrade both cards and animals. Alrighty then. I would like to upgrade this by 1 and take this university, which is going to get me an upgrade for placing a university and also an upgrade from crossing the threshold there. So I'm going to upgrade my animals, and I also want to upgrade the cards. I'm working to try to get as high as possible on the favorite zoo. This is going to get me a couple bumps. This guy will get me a bump. I will probably choose the middle group there and get a bump. At 3, I don't think I'll be at 4. No, I could be at 4 by then, so I can have another one for that. So working on getting that along with all the goodies up top. I do not want to donate. I would like to put this monkey out and get some of those X tokens back. I believe I should get 2, as he would be my 3rd monkey. So I should get 2 X tokens back. All right, so I could just go about playing monkey, getting some X tokens, moving along with my day. However, I also kind of want to be able to play this guy. Now, the 2 animals together will cost me 24. I have 28. I need a 2 enclosure, which puts me to 28. I also need $3 because he's in the 3 spot. Now, after I play the monkey, I'm going to get $3 back. So I have just enough to do it. Again, provided there's no break. If there's a break, then all of this gets thrown out the window. I'll have plenty of money and 1 less card, unfortunately. But I think I'm going to do this build. I also think I'm going to shove this guy down and try to get my association up as quick as I can. There we go. I do not wish to do this because then I won't have the money, so pass. And again, I'm moving the cards down. All right, so the plan appears to have worked. Play this guy first. Getting me my $3 back. Play this guy. All right, that was good, provided that we're productive angling, we're good. All right, I'm going to play my sponsor. This is going to get me 2 rep bumps, which I need for my stuff, and also I already have all of the icons, so it's going to be another 3 points at the end of the game. It's going to allow me to draw a card. I would like to take this card, which gives me 1 point per, including itself, so I'll do 5 points. And I already have the 5 animal tags, so it's going to be a total of 8 by the end of the game, and I'll get some money. I'll get 10 bucks. So all around, solid card. I'd like to get the small animals, but that's out of reach, although I may snap it with an association action next turn. We'll see, though. All right, so no break yet. Let's play our project. Again, we don't want to do the release yet, so let's do the primates. Let's choose this slot so we can get 2 additionals. And I'm going to snap this small animals. So right now I can only do it at 5. Blue player has only 2. Red player has 6. So he may be able to do it at 8 later. However, he's got a 5 and a 3 spot. He does have a 2 spot, but you know, it's if he's planning on building a 5 and a 3, he's probably not going to have 2 more smalls, but who knows. At any rate, let's get this and our 2 bumps, which gets us another X token. All right, so I have a clever. I want to be able to eventually build this. I don't really appear to need cards at this point. Oh, no, that's nice. Takes 1. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, I want both of these cards. I may be able to just play them from, you know, over here after a break when they come out. I'm going to get $10 from this, of which I'm going to need to build another aquatic area for this guy, which will go here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to clever this one down. And that looks good. All right, so it's a close game right now. The red player doesn't have much money to do much with. I don't have money to do much with. Maybe the blue player's got a meeple, but he can really only put it on 2, and that doesn't seem likely. Unless that also gets in. He's got all his meeples. I'd like there to be a break, but me causing the break would be I would use an X token, get $4, get my X token back. But that's kind of a wasted turn. I'd rather play this card, which gets me 5 points, and then 3 end of game points. Gets me $2 as well, which doesn't help me do much of anything, so I'm really going to need a break. But there's a good chance that the red player, who's got his sponsors at 4 and can't do anything really with any of the other things, is likely to break anyway. So I'm going to use this, play in my library, get my stuff, get a little bit more income, just $1 income, but that's okay. And that is that. All right, I'm going to do the snap. I'm going to snap this guy here. I don't see anything else that's giving me anything bigger, so we're doing that. So this is after the break. We've snapped our card. The break was actually, I thought the break was caused by red, but it was actually caused by blue for some reason. And he even spent an X token. He got an X token back, but he spent an X token to do the break when he had money, which certainly helped the red player. Helped us a little bit, but I had assumed the red player was going to have to cause the break. So effectively, the blue player gave the red player 1 extra turn. Hopefully it won't matter. I'm going to use an X. I've got 3 X tokens. I plan on building the large aquatic here, playing the 2 animals, and then doing the small animals here. Something is better that I can deduce before the end. And that'll put me over 100. I also want to spend the 3 X tokens when I do this so I can get the last partnership and an extra 2 X tokens, or 2 green. But I'm going to get an X token so I can just increase this by 1 and build tickets for 1 extra point. I don't know. No, it's got to go here. Okay. So I'm back to 3, which is what I need. And again, I'm just going to go for a point. Where? It doesn't matter. So I've got enough money for these. These 2 cost 27, but I'm going to get back 9. So I'll have enough for that and to buy the extra point. I'm going to play my animals. Cards shouldn't matter. Those look game changing for them, so we'll just draw 1 from the deck. Okay. Let's get stuff and things. Can't do this other part, so we're going to pass on that and play this guy wherever. Put him down here. The trade doesn't help me. Well, yeah, the trade doesn't help me. I'm going to use 3 X tokens to do either blue or yellow here on the next turn. So we'll just pass on that. They don't matter. So the red player had a card in hand that allowed him to get to 100. I'm going to proceed with my original plan anyway. I'm going to use 3 X's. This doesn't matter. And then we want to play a conservation project. Small animals will give us the most. Gives us 3 green. I don't think anything else is getting us more than 9. No. No, no, and sea cave, no. So small animals. And this doesn't matter either, so get our X tokens back, I don't know, whatever. And now I buy the extra point. We've got a 12-point lead. He does have an extra card, an extra brown card from his elephant, which could eclipse that. However, looks like he's only getting 3 points from cards, and I think I have 6. Yeah, I've got 6. And then this one. All right, so I've got a 3-point advantage, and I think even if he gets a 12 card, I've got him because I've got 5 of these, 5 projects. Oh, he also has 5, so we could see an actual tie if both whole cards are 12 for him. All right, well, we'll see. This one ended up very close, as we thought it would. The red player got he got his hydrologist. He also got 3 green for the archaeologist zoo and a full 4 for the designer zoo. So a lot of points on those end game stuff. And the elephant looks like it. I don't know which of those he got from the elephant, but very good. So a 6-point difference. Still very close. Yeah, that's what do we have here? 34 turns. So, right around the average. Money gained, all pretty close. So, pretty close game. Very, very tough. So we'll play these guys again and see how it goes. If you have any questions, please post something.